Donald Trump Jr., now we know, met with people he believed to be Russian government officials who were going to give him official documents, and said he was really looking forward to that meeting, that he would love it. But at the time, he had claimed that, oh my God, these allegations that we would meet with the Russians is outrageous. Hold for it, because I'm going to show you the video. Now, this video comes more than a month after he had already met with the Russian lawyer. He already knows he met with the Russians, and it's not just him. Paul Manafort, the campaign manager, was at the meeting. Jared Kushner, who's now a top advisor to the president, was at the meeting, a top advisor to the president as he was running his campaign at the time, when he was candidate Trump. So you've got three big honchos of the campaign that met with the Russians. Donald Trump Jr. already knows that, and now we know it as a fact. Nonetheless, he goes on television, has this interview with Jake Tapper. Now listen to how many times he pretends to be outraged and calls these allegations absolute lies. Here, let's begin.
He suggested that experts are saying that Russians were behind both the leak, the hacking of the DNC emails and their release. He seemed to be suggesting that this is part of a plot to help Donald Trump and hurt Hillary Clinton. Your response?
Well, it just goes to show you their exact moral compass. I mean, they'll say anything to be able to win this.
Russian collusion in order to hurt Hillary? They'll say anything to be able to win this. Rob Goldstone email. This is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support of Mr. Trump. Response by Donald Trump Jr. I love it. That is before he did the interview. I'm not anywhere near done. Here's another one.
I mean, this is time and time again, lie after lie.
Lie after lie, us meeting with the Russians. This is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support of Mr. Trump. I love it. Keep it going.
You know, his house cat at home once said that this is what's happening with the Russians. It's disgusting. It's so phony.
It's so phony. It's disgusting. The idea that we would meet with Russians. Goldstone, this is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump, Donald Trump Jr. I love it. Keep it going.
I watched him bumble through the interview. I was able to hear it on audio a little bit. I mean, I can't think of bigger lies.
Can't think of a bigger lie. Rob Goldstone, this is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump. I love it. To say that we would work with the Russians, I can't think of a bigger lie. I can think of a bigger lie, maybe the one you're telling right now. I'm not done, keep it going.
That exactly goes to show you what the DNC and what the Clinton camp will do. They will lie and do anything to win.
They will lie and do anything to win. Rob Goldstone, this is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump, Donald Trump Jr. I love it. I will do anything to win. You got secret information that the Russians have. I will work with our adversaries. I will take however they procure that information, stolen or otherwise, and I will use it in my campaign. Can you believe what they would do to win an election and the lies they would tell? Keep it going.
It's a rigged system. It's disgusting, and the people should be fed up, because when I heard it, I certainly was.
He was just fed up with it. What a rigged system he's got. This is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump. I love it. I think I have one more.
I don't mind a fair fight, but these lies and the perpetuating of that kind of nonsense to try to gain some political capital is just outrageous, and he should be ashamed of himself.
Outrageous, should be ashamed of himself. Email sent to Donald Trump Jr. This is obviously very high level and sensitive information, but is part of Russia and its government support for Mr. Trump, Donald Trump Jr. I love it. I believe that is working with the Russians. And certainly, Donald Trump Jr. had every intention to meet with the Russians to get whatever information they had about Hillary Clinton from whatever sources and however they procured that. And he would go to any lengths to win, legal or not. And that's not me saying it, that's him saying it in emails he released himself, saying he loved the idea of working with the Russians to get Hillary Clinton, no matter how they got the information. And then he goes on television going, the idea that we would meet with Russians and collude with them to get information about Hillary Clinton, it is so phony and disgusting. How dare they? Well, we now have an excellent idea of who is in fact phony and disgusting. Help us build independent media together. Come join us, tytnetwork.com/join.